welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be putting a new chainring up on the front. It's time to get it replaced. It's been a lot of miles. It's well overdue. So let's do it, have some fun, get into it. Thanks for watching. So one thing to notice here, and this is very common on a lot of SRAM dub cranks, is that you lose the extraction bolt that goes over this inside bolt. And without that extraction bolt on top of it, this crank is not coming off without some minor form of damage. So do yourself a favor, go to the bike shop, buy a new extraction cap, and put it on there, and then we'll be able to take those cranks right off. Okay, so we're going to put this extraction cap back on first before we're going to be able to pull this out. Make sure you don't cross thread it, so go in nice and slow and easy. Oh, and it is a reverse thread, so lefty tighty, righty loosey. And I got this cool little Park SPA2, and it's got a little, it's almost like ring pliers without the pliers. I'm going to use that to tighten down this cap just a little bit. Remember, we're turning to left tighten. Okay, got a breaker bar. It's an 8mm Allen key or hex wrench. The reason why we put the pedal on the table behind me or on this ledge is to prevent the crank from going back while we try to loosen it. And it's just going to take a bit of force. There we go. And again, it's really good to have that support behind your wheel or behind your pedal. That way you get leverage. And it looks like it's broken free already. So stick that in, just turn it out. And that's it. It's off. It looks terrible in the back. But we're gonna go ahead and pull these T25, I think it is, star nuts off, and we're gonna replace this chain ring because it's time for new gears, new chain ring, new chain, everything. First things first, we're gonna get rid of or remove these three star head bolts, T25. Oh, and it's gonna take a pair of channel locks to loosen that. Let's see. It's all pretty dirty. Oh, got one of them loose. Try another. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. And then one more. Maybe we can get it. Nope. Something else. Be back with some channel locks. I'll show you a trick you can use with any screwdriver to give you some more leverage on a bolt that's stuck. Okay, here's our little trick. Take a pair of channel locks or some kind of pliers and go ahead and squeeze down on the actual pliers. And then you're going to use that extra torque to loosen that bolt. There we go, she just went. A little bit gave me enough to break that bolt loose. That should just come right up. Yep, that's it. You can see I really wore her down. It's probably well past when I should have changed it, but I try to go 2 chains go through 2 chains before I replace my cogs and my rear cassette. So now is a good time to take off your crank, the whole thing, and just give everything a quick cleaning. We're gonna re-grease it all, put it all back together. Okay, so greasing a little bit on either end. Don't need a ton, it's probably too much. Probably too much as well. And just take it and spread it out evenly. It's way too much probably, but whatever. More is better than not having enough, I guess. Okay, so for my particular bike, I need a 30-tooth chainring with a 3mm offset. Consult your bike manufacturer's documentation and see which one you need. But it's not a very difficult job. If anything, it's kind of peaceful to be doing it outside, just enjoying nature. So in the package, you get new screws and your new chainring. This is only going to fit one way on this crank arm, so don't worry, you're not going to mess it up. Here we go. That's it. Okay, same thing as before, just put the bolts in where they go. You can always turn counterclockwise till you feel a little click. Keep from cross-threading. So for the next step, we're going to get a torque wrench out and we're going to tighten to 8 or 9 Newton meters, and it does say it on the chainring as well. Now 8 to 9 Newton meters, 8.5 Newton meters is 75 inch-pounds. So just so you know. And then if you don't have a star head, these little impact gun bits, take a 1/4 inch and then you can use that way. So there's always multiple ways to do something, you just have to be creative sometimes. So 75 is right there, that's 8.5 Newton meters, 75 inch-pounds. Okay, make sure it's going the right way. I always like to snug them down before I go ahead and start torquing, because it's just better to get a good idea of like a rotational pattern on them. Snug, snug. I'm always overcautious with things because I don't want to buy it again. Okay. Click. 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 All right, we're mounted. So since I had to buy the new extractor cap, it comes with the bolt that goes into the crank as well. So I can install that as well. Why not? Okay, now we can go ahead and put our crank back on. Okay, here's our new bolt. It's gonna go in. Make sure to put the washer on the bolt. Okay, now we're gonna put some grease on this and thread it in. whole idea behind grease is it's kind of like a mating compound. Prevent your stuff from getting seized in the long run. Okay. Okay. Well, eventually we're going to have to torque this thing down to 54 Newton meters. So for the time being, I'm just going to work on getting her in there. And I don't know if you can notice or not, but I switched the pedal behind me to the opposite position, so when I push down, it's holding that pressure for me, which is very helpful. Time for the big boy. And you can make all your conversions too to foot pounds if you need, beyond inch pounds. There we go. So these extractor caps are very well known for falling apart or falling off on trail. So I'm going to put a little touch of the blue Loctite on it, because I really don't feel like having to go and buy another one of these. It does come with some blue Loctite on it, the aftermarket ones. New from the factory, it does not come with Loctite on it, at least as of recently. So maybe take yours off, put a little drop of some blue on it, put it back on. That way, comes time to change your cranks or change your front cog like we're doing today, you can actually just do it instead of having to go to the store and buy another part. And remember, this one is going to thread in counterclockwise. These are fancy little spanner. Got 4 holes across the top of this. There is a company called Abbey Tools that makes a tool specific for this, but it's considerably more expensive than just this little Park Tool spanner. Well, thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Today was a new front chain ring, and we're going to go on to replace the chain in an upcoming video as well. Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all you guys loving on the channel and subscribing, and it feels good to know that, you know, people are getting some good information out of the videos, and that's what we're here for. If you get a chance, go out, ride that bike, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.